Alright, so for this question, they want you to get the equation of a circle, and we're used to the equation of a circle looking something like this. And this one's weird because we have like so many different x terms and so many different y terms, so this is called completing the square. So what we have to do is write the x terms together, we'll leave some space, write the y terms together, we'll leave some space, and then we're going to put that 16, we're going to take it away and bring it to the other side, so subtract 16 from both sides, like minus 16, minus 16. To complete the square, you need to make sure you have no number next to x squared or next to y squared. So you're going to factor out this 4. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into negative 16 4 times. So it'll be 4 times x squared minus 4x. And what you do is, to complete the square, is you divide the middle term by 2. So you get negative 2. Then you square that, plus 4. Whatever you do to one side, like if you look here, we just added this 4. This 4 was not in the original equation. So we add this 4 and it's being multiplied by 4. It's like we added 16, so then we have to add 16 to the other side. Now we do the same exact thing for the y's. Factor out the 4. Divide by 2, negative 3. Squared is 9. Added 9 times 4, 36. Then we got to add 36 to the other side. Once you do this, the numbers that are inside, like once you divide by 2, that actually goes inside our equation for our circle. So this would be x minus 2, y minus 3, and then 16, negative 16 plus 16 is 0, plus 36 is 36, so that'd be 6 squared. That is your equation for a circle. So to write the equation, you just go boom, x, radius is 6, so it'd be 6 squared. You flip the sign, so it'd be x plus 5, y minus 7. I know this one says, oh, I didn't even notice it says derive the equation. What you would actually do is, if you're curious about this, and I don't expect you to remember this, but if you have how you would derive this, so you do like 5, x plus 5, okay, so it's negative 5, 7, so let's say it's over here, and you go 6 each direction for the radius, it's like over here, and let's just imagine you had a circle. I'm not going to draw the full thing, but here's your circle with that center point. Maybe this is 6 down. What they're trying to get you to do is, like this point here, you would find it, this would be your radius, and these would be like x plus 5, y minus 7. And so that would be like how you relate this to the Pythagorean theorem. Really, if you know how to just write the equation of the circle, that you're good. From the center and the radius. So they're giving you the diameter. So 1, 3, then negative 3, 1. So this is your diameter. How you can find the center point, though, is that the center is the midpoint of those two. So how do you find the midpoint? It's like the average of the x's and the y's. So if you have 1, 3, and you have negative 3, 1, the middle of the x values between 1 and negative 3, you do 1 plus negative 3 divided by 2. Negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. For the y values, it's 3 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 2. So this is your midpoint. This is the center of your circle, negative 1, 2. So we can get rid of option D. Now we want to figure out what the radius is. And so since you know that this is the midpoint, negative 1, 2, and this one, let's say, is 1, 3, you make a triangle where this is 2, This is 1, and that's your radius. This would be r. So 2 squared plus 1 squared equals r squared, so 5 equals r squared. And remember, in a circle equation, this is r squared. So we got x plus 1. These are all the same over here on these three. We got 10, 20, and 5, but r squared is 5 in this problem. Number 4, this one is challenging. There's a couple ways to do it. You could do it like we did here and figure out which one works. The other way to kind of think about it is you could use this information to actually write the equation. So you know this is the center, so write the equation like you know, x minus 3 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 3 squared, which is really the same thing as x minus 3 squared plus y squared. And what you do is you FOIL the x minus 3 squared, because really this is x minus 3 times x minus 3 plus y squared equals 3 squared. And you can do your little box method if you want to. We have to FOIL this, so x, negative 3, x, negative 3. So x squared, negative 3x, negative 3x, 9. So this is x squared minus negative 3 plus another negative 3, negative 6x plus 9 plus y squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. The 9's are on both sides, so they cancel each other out. So you got x squared minus 6x plus y squared equals 0, which is this one. So to determine whether a point is on a circle, you got to write the equation. So it'd be x minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 16. 4 squared, 16. And you actually plug this in. So remember, this is x, this is y. So 6 minus 3 squared plus 8 minus 5 squared equals 16. 6 minus 3 is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. And what we're trying to figure out is if this is 16, like if the 3 squared plus 3 squared is 16, that means the equation is true, so it is on the circle. If it doesn't, that means it's not on the circle. So this would be 9 plus 9, which does not equal, so no. So from the equation, we know the center is at 1, negative 3, or excuse me, 1, 3. So you can graph this, but you don't really need to, but that is our center point, and we know that 4, 5, 6, 7 is on the circle, so like we're given this, and that's our radius. So basically we have to make a right triangle out of it. Well, if this x value of our center is at 1 and we go to 4, that means this has to be 3. Do this in a different color. If the y value of our center is 3 and we go to 7, that means this is 4. So to find our radius, we would do 3, 4, so 3 squared plus 4 squared equals r squared. This is 25 equals r squared, so r equals 5. For this one, the center is 2, 0. So we're looking, that means this has to be negative 2 and then just y squared. And looks like all of the radii for these selections are 4, so we can't use the radius to really help us out here. So we got x minus 2, so this would go away, this would go away. Remember, the equation for a circle actually looks like this. This will always be positive, so that's good. So that's A.